Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Casey Luxo, and I'm the coordinator for Transfer and Off-Campus Student Life. I'm here to welcome you to our webinar on everything you need to know about commuting to UMD. So in just a second, I'm going to hand it off to my colleague from the Department of Transportation Services to tell us, as a new transfer student, the most important things you need to know about how to commute to UMD. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my friend Julia to introduce herself and get us started.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Jules Laughlin. I work at the Department of Transportation Services, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about commuting to UMD, which includes parking, shuttle, our sustainable transportation program, Smart Commute, and biking. All right, so starting off with parking. If you need to park on campus between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, then you need to register for parking. Everything you need to know about parking can be found at our website, transportation.umd.edu/parking. This is where you can register for parking, pay for your parking, and learn anything you need to know. Registration for the fall 2019 semester opens up on a rolling basis based on credit level. So graduate students are eligible to register on July 22nd, anyone with 90 or more credits on July 29th. August 5th is for anyone with 60 plus credits, and then all eligible students will be able to register for parking on August 12th. We recommend that if you know you're going to need to park on campus, that you log on at 10 a.m. on the date you're eligible, as parking is a first come, first served basis. Then if you want to get your preferred parking lot or parking on campus, you really need to be online at 10 a.m. So lot assignments are also based on credit level. So some of our more popular parking lots closer to the center of campus are going to fill up a lot faster than some of our parking lots further out. So if you are a commuter student, make sure to register for parking. We have a couple of different permit options. So if you know you're going to need parking for the full year, you should get an annual permit, which covers fall, spring, and summer. We also sell fall permits and spring permits, so if you know you're only going to need to park for a semester, you can get those. We also have summer-only permits if you're taking summer classes next year. So we also have overnight parking. Commuter students are not allowed to park overnight in their commuter student parking lots, but we do have a map of parking lots where you can park overnight if you just need it for a night because you're studying late or you're in the library. But if you live in the apartment buildings close to campus and you want to store your car for 24/7 on campus, we also offer overnight storage parking in certain lots on campus. And there's a map on our website that links to all of these different parking lots where you can store your car overnight. It does cost more than a regular commuter permit. We have a few tips on parking on campus. So park in the lot for which you have a permit is going to mean that you probably won't get a citation. That is the most important. We also recommend you check all sections of your parking lot if you're looking for parking. So what we mean by this is that when you purchase a permit, you're going to purchase it for a certain lot. So this is lot 1. It has different sections. So it has sections lot 1B, lot 1C, lot 1D, lot 1E, and lot 1F. A lot 1 permit allows you to park in all sections of lot 1. We also recommend that you factor parking time into your commute. Traffic on campus can really slow down. So if your commute says it's going to take you a half hour, you're probably going to want to give yourself 45 minutes to find parking and walk to your class from your parking lot. If you have trouble finding parking in your parking lot, all students are also allowed to park in lot 4, which is the student overflow lot. So you should also be aware that we will require you to move occasionally to a different parking lot for athletics events and other special events, or if there's construction in your parking lot. So we recommend you register with an email address that you check frequently, because we will send you an email anytime there's any sort of change to your normal parking. So register with an email you check frequently, and then make sure you read all the emails that come from transportation.umd.edu. And make sure they're not going to your spam folder or your promotions folder, because this is where all your important parking information will come from. So as I mentioned, you will need to move your vehicle occasionally for athletic events or maybe other special events or any construction. If you have an academic conflict, which means, you're in class, but at the time when you need to move your car from your lot, you can always come to our office with your academic schedule, and we can give you a pass for that day. We have a couple other great services. Our motorist assistance vehicle can help you with car trouble on campus. So if you're parked in your parking lot and you need a jump start or lockout service, or tire inflations, or gas transports, you can call our motorist assistance vehicle and they can come help you out. There's also visitor parking on campus for $3 an hour in Union Lane Garage, Regents Drive Garage, Mowat Lane Garage, and the Xfinity Visitor Lot. If you're coming to campus this summer, please note that Union Lane Garage is currently closed for renovations, but we do expect it to open back up for the fall semester. We also offer Park Mobile here, so if you are using visitor parking, you can sign up for Park Mobile. This is just an easier way to pay. It allows you to pay for your parking from your phone, and it also allows you to add more time without coming back to the meter. So that's really handy in case your class runs long, so you don't have to run to your car to add more time. All right, let's talk about Shuttle UM. So Shuttle UM is our free transit system for all students, faculty, and staff at the university, and it is a really great way to commute to UMD. So we have 23 routes right now, and since they're all free, you just have to show your university ID. But we have a route that comes from the Columbia Park and Ride, the Gaithersburg Park and Ride. We have a route that goes out to Greenbelt, Hyattsville, Silver Spring. We have a bus to and from the College Park Metro on a continuous loop. We also service a number of the apartment buildings in College Park. One thing to keep in mind if you do decide to commute by Shuttle UM is to check the schedules on our website, and you can see all of the different buses we run, the route they run on, a stop list, a time list for when the bus is running. And you can also see the buses in real time and how many people are on them. We also have a few schedule changes that happen during the year. So around exams and over winter break and summer break, some of our buses don't run or they run on reduced schedules. So we always post all this information on our website and our social media. So around these times, you're just going to want to double check so you don't miss your bus. We also have some great services with Shuttle UM. So we have Next Bus, which is an app, and you can also see it on our website that tells you when the next bus is going to be. So we have links to the Apple app and the Android app here. And all you have to do is put in the route you're taking, the stop you're waiting at, and it will tell you if your bus is going to be here in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, which is really handy to help you help with your planning. We also highly recommend that you sign up for the Next Bus text alerts on our website, as these will tell you if there's something impacting your route that can change the time. So if there's really heavy traffic or a mechanical problem with the bus or some other issue, inclement weather, you can get a text message that will say, oh, your bus is running later than normal, and that will let you know what's going on. We also offer Night Ride as a free supplemental on-demand service. So in the evening, some of our commuter routes start running, and we run a lot of evening service buses around campus to pick up those stops. Night Ride is a service that runs from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. daily when the university is open, that will pick you up at certain stops around campus and drop you off at other stops around campus if you schedule a ride. So the service area looks like this. From 5:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. you can get picked up at the starred locations and dropped off at any other starred location. From 2:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. you can be picked up in anywhere of the dark shaded gray area and dropped off anywhere else in the dark shaded gray area. One thing to remember about Night Ride is, though you can schedule through an app, it is not Uber. The purpose of Night Ride is to get as many people kind of on the bus and where they're going as quickly as possible. There's an algorithm where it takes all the rides that are scheduled, and it routes the bus the quickest way to pick everyone up and drop everyone off. So you may see your ETA for your bus jump around a little bit as more and more people schedule rides. One thing to remember with night ride is that it's not a safety service. So if you are feeling unsafe and you're calling a night ride, you should probably call for a UMPD auxiliary walking escort. They'll be able to get to you a lot faster. So we have a few tips for Shuttle UM. So we highly recommend that you take the bus before the bus you need to be on time, because as with all driving, we do sometimes run into traffic, especially on campus during class change. So it's always handy to take the bus before the bus you need. That way, you're definitely going to be on time. As I mentioned, signing up for Next Bus text alerts to let you know any changes to the buses. You can also see our live bus map by clicking this link, and that shows you where all the buses are in real time. If you are looking for a student job, we are always hiring student drivers. It's a great job that has flexible hours, high pay. There's a lot of student leadership opportunity within the department. You can also get a free commercial driver's license training. So we are going to move on to UMD Smart Commute, which is our sustainable transportation program. So Smart Commute is a collection of programs that provide faculty, staff, and students with incentives to commute sustainably. So by commuting sustainably, we mean walking, biking, carpooling, using transit, basically anything that is not driving alone. You can sign up following this link down here. It will take you to our online platform where you can log trips and exchange them for prizes. This past semester, we raffled off a pair of Bose wireless noise canceling headphones every month. We also give out dairy ice cream coupons. We've done thermal water bottles, travel mugs, so a lot of really fun things. And every time you log a trip, you earn points. Our platform also helps you find carpool partners, can show you bike paths, transit, and other sustainable ways to get to campus. And then if you do find a carpool partner, we have discount carpool permits. So if you carpool to campus and you sign up for this permit, you get 50% off your parking. We also offer bundle packs. So if you do decide to commute to campus sustainably, either by carpooling, biking, using transit, or walking, you can purchase a bundle pack in our office for $75, and that is 10 daily parking passes. So that's 10 days you can bring your car to campus. On days when it's raining, or you know the transit's not going to work for you, or you and your carpool partner need to do different things. So this is what our sustainable transportation platform, Smart Commute platform, looks like on the trip planning feature. So this shows carpools. So you can add in your start address, your end address, and then it will show you all of the different people in your area who would be willing to carpool, and you can look at their schedules, you can see if you match up, and then the great thing is that you can contact them through the platform, so you don't need to share any personal information or anything like that. You can just contact them through here to see if they would like to form a carpool with you. This platform also just works exactly like Google Maps, so beyond carpooling, you can also click on transit or walking or biking, and that will show you all the different methods you need to get to and from the university. All right, now we can talk about Bike UMD, which is our bike program here on campus. So we are a gold level bicycle-friendly university from the League of American Bicyclists. And this means that we have a lot of infrastructure on campus that supports bicycling. We have a lot of education programs. It's a good campus to ride to and from and around. So one thing to note is that all bikes on campus must be registered. There's a link right here. It's online. It takes 5 minutes and it's free. It allows us to know how many people are biking on campus so we can help plan for infrastructure. And it also lets us help you out in situations if you lose the key to your lock, we can come cut your bike out for you. Or if it gets stolen, it does mean that you have all the information on your bike in one place. We also have some great bike commuter benefits. So if you do decide to bike to the university, you can sign up for these benefits. And that gives you access to a locked room in Regents Drive Garage where you can store your bike during the day. And it will also give you access to the Recwell showers in Regents Drive Garage. So, if you come to campus and you're all sweaty and you want a shower first, you do have the opportunity. So we have bike share on campus if you just want to bike around campus. We are going to be transitioning to a new shared mobility system in the fall, so that's going to include just regular pedal bikes. We'll also have pedal assist e-bikes and electric scooters, so it's a really exciting opportunity. It's going to be a great way to get around campus and to other places nearby in College Park. So we have also just a lot of different resources for bikers on campus. You can use, as I mentioned, the UMD Smart Commute platform to find bike routes to campus. There are a lot of trails in the area that you can ride on. The Recwell Bike Shop provides bike maintenance and bike riding classes, so you can learn how to ride more safely in traffic or to just ride a bike if you don't know how already. They also offer free bike repair, so if you want to get your bike tuned up, you can take it there. All the maintenance is free, you just have to pay for any parts if you need them. We also sell discount helmets, bike lights, and U-locks at our office in Regents Drive Garage, as well as at the Recwell Bike Shop. As I mentioned, there are a lot of bike trails around campus. You can get to DC, you can get to the surrounding neighborhoods and other towns. It's a really great resource, so we have a link here to all of the different bike trails. You can also rent a bike from the Recwell Bike Shop for the semester. So if you want to rent a bike, they are on a first-come, first-served basis. We are also started a new program this year called Bicycle Recycle, where we collected donated bikes on campus, are refurbishing them this summer with the Recwell Bike Shop, and we'll be selling them for a really low price at our transportation fair in the fall. So you might want to keep an eye out for that if you're looking for a bike. So on to a few of our little extras. We had thoughts like to appreciate you guys. So you can look out for some of our events. We do Valentine's Day Sweets, where we just hand out candy on Valentine's Day. October is Bike Safety Month, so we do a lot of educational events on bike safety for cyclists, motorists, and pedestrians. Our transportation fair is in September, so if you have any questions about transportation or want any information, it's a great fair to stop by. We also highly recommend you sign up for our Dots Digest quarterly newsletter, where we put out all the information you need to know about parking, Shuttle UM, sustainable transportation, biking, and more. So especially if you're not registered for parking, this is a great newsletter to sign up for because it will give you all the information you need during the semester on our transportation. All right, and finally, here's all of our contact information. So if you do have questions about transportation or commuting, you can call our office, email us, check out our website, or reach out over any of our social media platforms, and we would be happy to help you. So welcome to the University of Maryland, guys, and have a great day. I'm just going to pass it back to Casey now.
Great. Thank you so much for all that awesome information. So we hope this information was helpful for you. Before we end today's seminar, I just wanted to share a few additional resources to help you as new transfer students. First of all is our website, which is stamp.umd.edu/TOCSL, TOCSL. And here we have information about our upcoming programs and links to all of the different programs that we have to offer. You can always contact us. Our email is tocsl@umd.edu. Think of us as your go-to resource. If you have any questions and you're not sure where to turn, contact us, and if we don't know the answer, we'll point you in the right direction. And we also have two of our signature programs listed here, which is our Transfer to TERP Learning Community, which is a 3-credit upper-level class that students can take. It's a great way to build community among new transfer students and learn about resources across campus, as well as our peer-to-peer mentoring program, which is where we pair new transfer students with current transfer students to help you navigate your first semester. And lastly, we also are on social media. We give scholarship alerts, information about upcoming events. We do giveaways. So if you are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, please follow us. So once again, thank you for taking the time to listen to this webinar today, and welcome to the University of Maryland.